So it'd be interesting to know exactly what the thought process behind that is. I mean, maybe we'll see something to build around that on Bind. Obviously, here the other swap out to consider Link onto the Sage and Cryptics onto the Brimstone in place, I guess, of no traditional Sentinel. Opting to go for a double duelist and the Sky as well on Soulcast.
But did you watch the clip of Jonas seeing the betrayal of the Sova players against his team?
I've already saved that. I'm just
You got it? Nice.
Yeah.
No, that's nice. So I like the way you kind of even threw his name in there as well. Like, what was it? Average. What did you say? Was it average JD? Yeah. It was really solid. Really solid work. This looks like a quick fake piece potentially. Like the quick. Whoa, hold on. Yampy just flew down mid. Gotchamawa is backed out. I was more interested in this like shower take going on, a little bit of utility, and Yampy's just like, I'ma go mid.
Screen might actually find Yampy. Will find another Ryan. Will fall now. JD has to peel away. Cast that heal. And look at him. Yampy still looking to do more damage. And Kukos will hold the line down to 74 HP. But will not lose the spike. And that's important. Man advantage still to Liquid now. Korea will get dealt with in showers as well.
Have you ever heard of the term finger of death, Mel? Whoever you turn to seems to have some real bad luck. You finally go to Yampy, dead. Yeah? Let's see how this goes, huh? I see you're making the right choices. You're not making the wrong choices at all. I just want to show that it's a thing. Okay. Okay, redemption. Here's the redemption arc for Mel. Finds one.
30 seconds left.
But keep your eye on the spike. So that's the thing, obviously, is the bigger part of this is that Hukugos had the spike and was slowly working through towards Hookah. You got Cryptics on the back lines here. Across.
Nice
Lovely shots. Cryptics is so clean. You gotta just call out Mel a little, apparently, and she just makes it happen.
10 seconds left.
Yeah, alright. I'm done with my nonsense. And look at the damage done on Okukos as well. Trying to spin around, tries to catch one quickly while he can. Nah, that's it.
Nice
Done for. Yeah, Yampy's beginning and some of the shots coming out at the very tail end of that round. Big shutdown by Liquid.
Now, this is interesting to consider. Obviously, this is the pistol round, but I mean, talking about this last map, NIP, in terms of their attacking halves, we talk about fact finding, we talk about the slow start, and it's getting a feel for the setup. And you know that Akukos is the sort of player that, you know, as the game develops or as that map develops, he's going to kind of build on those learning experiences. But right there, I mean, it's the perfect counter, right? If Yampy's able to swing out, odds are, you know, in the early rounds, it's only going to be one, potentially two players of NIP. They don't like to stack up early on and go for these executions. We saw them lean heavier and heavier towards A on attack on Haven, and like I said, it's sort of like that snowball effect, right? It's round after round, they're trying to draw out this utility, and then eventually, you know, the execution comes through. Whether or not Liquid really can, I guess, play that to their strengths. This time around, in the second round, it is a stack up from NIP, and Soulcast will find it, and he will find the first.
Yeah, he needed Cryptics to come out then and actually take a bit of the attention away so he could readjust. Yampy, man. Ooh. The Finn's coming alive as well. The shots are coming out. 2-0 so far. No harm, no foul. This is
straight on the op.
Straight on the op, this man. Okay. Now, we got to see a little bit of this last time with Yampy, and it kind of resonated with me a bit. I liked how versatile he was, how aggressive he was. And I wonder if we're going to see aggression again. He's kind of leaning towards it. Mel, can we see what Yampy's up to if he's going to actually push this? I'm kind of interested. Because we've seen this weird push with him and Scream before, and once it was over-aggressive, and the other times it's worked quite well. And this is my fault if he does die for this, by the way, so don't be like, haha, T-Tors. I just want to see if he actually keeps pushing, which is the more interesting thing. Pre-fire comes in to kind of allow him to push further on, clear the deeper corner. Now this takes a lot of space, but now the replay comes back in from the team, or the players that were backed by Shower. Now, if Korea had watched all those previous games, he's aware of the potential of them doing this. Nice work from Korea to play catch on that. And Yampy's aggression has just been met.
That's a big loss as well, because it's Spectres across the board for Liquid elsewhere. Cryptics and Soulcast potentially looking to creep, and they will find JD, actually. That's a weapon upgrade over towards B. Spike's still down outside market, so no commitment on the side of NIP just yet. find a kill elsewhere, but Flower and Rhyme can get anything else done. A lot of damage traded back and forth. Cryptics will find the first. Down to 42 HP, but we'll catch that heal. Now NIP got to hit the break. Seeker's invested elsewhere, and you can see Kukos and Korea now going to swing onto a site, but it's still a 3v3, and Liquid have that orbital strike online.
30 seconds left.
Spike going down.
Spike
3v3,
planted.
you're right. Just keep that in mind. Scream gonna go for the look through heaven. And you can see Cryptix is... I'll get there one day. Should be within range to do what he pleases now. Maybe just clear out lamps. No, just taking it for free, so maybe keeping control of that for now. Chihuahua, the first challenge.
Nice trade.
Soulcast willing to trade on that low HP, but that's good work from Scream in the meantime to find the kill towards Bathroom, but it is going to be a Kukos. No, and
stuff.
Cryptix just body absolutely blocks him on the play back in, saves the ult as well, and that's the defuse coming out. So, nice work from Liquid here, but I do want to talk about some other nice work. NIP, I see you on the socials. I see you change that to your actual display picture too.
You love to see it.
We love the commitment.
We've
Good
made
work,
real
guys.
moves here on this broadcast. today.
We've affected the esports scene. I've been in this scene for I've been doing this since I was 15. I don't think I've made this much impact until now. Suddenly I feel like I've made some good life choices to be here. And yeah, we got to ask the question, Jonas, is there a change coming in? I would actually change mine, but I don't think I have the original picture that I have because my friend lost his camera, so I don't really want to change it. Like, it would just be like lost to the ages of time. Regardless, Yampi, hold on. This is sketchy, but you're fine. Aggression against pistols always makes me just slightly nervous because the risk-reward value of that, but it's fine to dash back out even if that's slow.
This is the thing, though. It's rounds like this that Gampias is still considering going for that. Will get full flashed onto Chihuahua, but he does escape. Six finds Rhyme elsewhere. And just going back to what I was talking about, these early rounds here, if Liquid are able to play these very aggressively, keep switching up the setup, it's going to make it harder and harder for NIP to really gather the information that they want to out of these rounds. So this here is a perfect start for them on defense. They come into this round now very healthy on the economy already. Cryptic, Soulcast, and Yampi all with their ultimate. Scream one off the Empress, Link 2 away from the revive. So in a really good position early on. NIP not actually, I mean, other than the Seekers getting sent out by Kukos, ultimate-wise, not even on their first rotation due to the low kill number.
It's been a quiet start for NIP. Cryptix is yet to die. He's on, you know, he's the right way. He's on the reverse bond, I guess. So not bad. Ultimate comes in. Rhyme does just about makes it out. Whole lot of damage. Don't really like the concept of giving up this space, and I love the fight for this kind of, you know, shower control that will be building throughout this game, I'm sure. And as said, for now, a slower default being held, probably because of this man here, but he still gets away with it. Yampi finds an aggressive pick, falls off this, and now half of the map just goes dark. That fog of war of, are there now players pushed up? Where are they? What information do they have? Are they now going to be sat towards long? Are they double stacked again like last round? Information just gets ripped away, and look at this reaggress. He's going again, Yampi. This guy is now, he's not quite fully out yet. He's on a bit more of a passive angle. If he hears a sound cue that they're on long, I'm terrified. This guy could even potentially catch the cross out of Hookah as well. So there's the sound cue on long. There's at least one of them now noted. Plenty more now. He's going to hear those steps. Soulcast is going to call for some support pretty soon. Going to just send out the Seekers. Hope for the best. It looks like the flash to follow as well. That's lovely work from Soulcast. 2 big kills. Make it 3. Soulcast out of nowhere. Doing serious work. I can't believe he got all 3 there. He had no right to it. The first, sure, but still connecting that well on the follow-up. Excellent work. 5-0.
It's that fake flash once again, and on the back of the Seekers as well, so just so much chaos created by Soulcast's utility. I mean, look at that. Ultimate invested, and due to his input, straight back to 4 out of 6. So he's already 2 away from that next ultimate.
Who's called in the tech pause?
You hate it when you're 5-0 down and your mouse dies. It's always when you're 5 down, isn't it?
I hate it, dude. I hate it. Now, luckily, though, for NIP. Hopefully they can utilize this time, one, to get the equipment sorted out, internet problems, whatever it may be, fixed up, obviously. Once that's resolved, maybe in that little bit of that time, while it trickles down, they can discuss maybe a way to get back into this. Because right now they're not finding any success. One, they've got to shut out Yampi, so it's one of two things. You hold a default and hope you win the 1v1, right? Like, because he could just be anywhere. You can't be doubled up every single point on the map. Two, you try and ignore the guy and you hit those solid executions with good flashes. I mean, they do have a Kukos on the ability to do so, right? So like they have Sky that can have those flashes.
Yeah.
You need Korea to hit those lovely smokes, kind of create a very small operating area to kind of remove his viability from it. But again, that's potentially then coming up against a stack because you're not going to pull those rotations because you're not going to be in a long held default. So if I'm NIP, I would go for probably an A site hit. Once you clear short, showers you will have to deal with, which honestly Liquid have been doing really well at being annoying in. They have been annoying to try and get through. So I want to see what NIP do with this. Hopefully the issues do get resolved for them nice and quickly though, because it does suck if they're not feeling solid, but it does seem as though the countdowns come in. So for them, we've got to see what happens here. Rhyme needs to get that little bit of form going for himself because he had a great map just a moment ago.
Yeah,
Needs to get that start here.
It's rare to ever see Rhyme not on the board, especially 5 rounds into any game. But we've got to credit that to this early round aggression from Liquid, which is uncharacteristic enough on the back of having somebody like Yampi step into this roster. Seeker's invested here. Answer gonna hop up. He's gonna catch Rhyme as he tries to satchel up top. Link will get stunned out by the Seekers and
Look at the flank. Look at this flank coming in. This is the right choice from NIP. It's just super difficult to make work. Great progress from Akukos, but just flying out. Yampi's got the knives. And now JD's just left to watch. And again, that clearing short, it sounds super easy, right? Just clear short control, and that's what happens to you. Fast flanks come out. It's so brutal, man. Because, again, NIP, I think, had the right choice. Try and divide the site up to kind of nullify what that op can do. Kind of keep them within a range where they can potentially clear these corners, work their way through it. But Cryptix is having a series. Yampi's all over the place, just absolutely in their face. And was it Link who had that filthy little kill from above that wall?
It was indeed. And actually, the fact that Link's able to peel away and survive as long as he did, it's the little things, right? It's that extra 3 or 4 seconds to allow that rotation to come through. That even if he does then die, Liquid have the contingency. And is that a Judge I spot on the X-ray? Looks like it.
No.
We know what he did last time.
No.
Oh, no.
No.
But this is exactly what I was talking about, right? If Yampi can swing out, NIP are still in this state where they're spread so thin on the attack. So thin that they can just isolate these kills.
No trades. It's super tough. I actually, this is a really robust side from Liquid. This isn't just like NIP playing bad. Can we highlight that? I know like people may just look at the score and be like, what are NIP doing? No, like this is actually really well done by Liquid. Like this is the most annoying way to do it. And when I talk about good teams in the past, and I'll talk through this round because it's very unlikely to come beyond that, but something that I used to love about the likes of Astralis, for example, in Counter-Strike was the fact that they were super obnoxious to play against on their defensive sides. They used to struggle against teams that were predominantly French, weirdly enough, because they were hyper aggressive, always in their face, even in a matchup that would technically not need to go that way. They would always struggle against, very aggressive teams. Now, what I love coming out from Liquid here is, one, the completely versatile aggression that Yampi is showing. Now, it's not just mismatched, misplaced, it's considered and it's well constructed. And even the read of, okay, well, they're probably going to go for a site execution, maybe even just considering that by default. And then they just doubled down on that presence on A short then, was gorgeous work. And now variation being shown from Yampi again. This is over towards Showers this time. Ryan's going to be put to the test. Now Yampi's in trouble. That's a huge win. The first time they've taken down Yampi and been able to take a second and not be traded in on.
I'm going to try and close the... Okay. Just did an awful... Did it do any damage to him? No, it didn't. Kukos going to find Scream now. Link actually isolated on short, but look at this though. The wall and the slow allow him to survive for the time being. Rhyme eventually will deal with him. Seeker's invested now. 2 remain for Liquid. The information will go over. Kukos will get the plant down.
Spike planted.
A 2v3 retake here for Liquid.
this one. And like, oh, Cryptic, where did he just get that from? Kukos doesn't make like
No way.
mistakes. All the combination of the Seekers into the ult.
It's
There's
so
nowhere to run
good.
and nowhere to hide. My heart is genuinely breaking for NIP on this because this is Liquid playing exceptionally. Like, this is genuinely a really good half. And NIP that time did everything right. They shut down Yampi's aggression. They got to the site. They traded effectively. The post plants weren't bad. But then suddenly you had the Seekers come through. And then you had the ult on top of that. There's no way out. There's no way out.
Cryptix is 14-0 right now. 14-0. We're just coming into round 9 here. I mean, Liquid are having a phenomenal game here already. And like I said, I've used this word, contingency.
No prisoners.
Liquid just seem to have another tool in the bag every single time. And NIP back on the blank slate now. Soulcast find this. Ooh, the gravity. We're actually going to make it difficult for him, but still finds it.
Okay, this sounds like something that most teams will be like, that never happens, but I'm telling you, if I'm NIP, my brain is like, what am I meant to do? Like, do we just now think about map 3? Because, you know, in CS, longer form game, of course, 8-0 is still recoverable, and they will play to the absolute outcome, of course, right? Like, they will play to the very end. But mentally, what are you meant to do to break into this? Everything you try and do is just met by, like, filth. Like, Liquid are on it.
Yeah, I was just about to say they're so versatile on defense here. Yampi swings out of the TP outside showers. Quickly dealt with though. Korea will trade it. Hunter's Fury now going to get popped. See any damage go through the edge. Chihuahua actually will find Link over in showers.
30 seconds left.
Okay.
Player
JD.
standing.
Cryptic just doesn't know how to lose at the
1
moment.
HP.
Yeah, Chihuahua is barely breathing, just gasping for breath as Scream is kind of patrolling the back lines here. There's no subtlety to this. Steps have 100% been heard.
10 seconds left.
Molly, he's actually going to be able to make it away. Does he have time for the plant, though? That's what I'm going to be watching for. They could just dive through this. 5 seconds, 4. I don't know if he's got time for the plant now. We've got to go see. No, he's done for.
Fortunately, just slipping through his fingers. I mean, he's lucky not to tie to the molly, to be honest with you. The Cryptix will put another 2 on the board. And Liquid now 9 rounds ahead. NIP just still struggling to find an answer. This versatility from Liquid, just every single time that slight variation of the setup, I've still got NIP guessing on their
We're
attack.
going to split as well on the 3rd. That's the good stuff. I mean, this is just a really all-encompassing shutdown. This map has been worked on really well by the Liquid guys. Clearly, it's very much within their wheelhouse, and I don't think necessarily NIP are playing it badly, but they're being outclassed in this one.
Oh, for sure.
And that's just kind of how it goes sometimes. Because the Liquid have kind of been Yampy again, dude. Does he stick on this? He's got support. Yeah, okay. Scream had his back there in case he had to kind of hit a dash and get away if they swung maybe on that Al drone. He double dips. The man just feels like he wins every fight. He's still sticking around. Ryan's trying to make progress while he Cryptix just can't die. Does he have God mode on?
How do you win that? What on earth? NIP down to 2 now. Good Goss will find a consolation. Link falls. Soulcast, though, actually will miss him on the cross back over, but will catch him as he tries with the second flash. Now Chihuahua. Spotted out. Not long for this world. Liquid just on fire right now. And again, just coming back to it. Yampy, the super aggressive long push on B with the operator. Doesn't get the kill, but it's the contingency. Scream is there to counter peek.
17-0, dude. I mean, sometimes
Is
you
this
just
a first?
lose.
This is a first. Like I can't think of anybody else going
Not this
17-0 in any other game.
Not at least, not at this level. And this is where the bonus of having someone like Okukos, aka Existence, especially mentally, and this can reset you into the 3rd map. Because, I'm going to be honest, as a commentator, obviously a player will play to the competitive end of a game regardless, but as a commentator, I'm telling you this one will be wrapped. Just, there may be like one Scream round that you need, or one Yampy, or one Cryptix round, apparently. and you're okay. I mean, the money swelled to such an extent. Yampi's, I think is he dual wielding? He has an op, and he's just dropped himself a judge.
Okay,
Man's got
dude.
variety.
Okay,
Oh.
dude.
The bait. What is he up to? What is Yampi doing?
He's actually baiting.
Is he
He's
just
baiting with
baiting
the
us?
operator shot and then picking up the judge. Well, it looks like actually a genuine mouse dying.
That actually does look like a tech problem. Hold on.
Yeah.
That is straight up my mouse is dead. Or a great actor.
Oh no, he's fixed. He's fixed.
Nah, that did just seem like I need to plug in my mouse one moment, please. But luckily for them, no Sire came through. Seekers are now invested. They know what NIP are up to. The flash comes out. The op has been kind of, I think, left under hookah, which may be an issue. Soulcast is now down. Yeah.
30 seconds left.
Alone, leave him alone. Yeah, no,
they
it's
picked
not
it
walled
up.
off. Don't worry about it. It's not walled off. Yampy! He gets another delivery of another gun. 3 guns this round. As said, he likes a little variety in his life. And now, once again, it looks like this is wrapped up.
Here.
And still, no death for Cryptics here.
Yeah. It's gonna be him sticking his defuse.
He's done!
Finally! Akukos will get him, and it's off the defuse with Soulcast there to jump back on it. JD will find another one, but already with that half defuse coming through, Liquid will close it out. Finally,
Last round in the half.
finally toppling Cryptics. Do you know what? I think Rhyme actually picked up the operator as he hopped out of hookah, but you're never looking for that. You're never looking
No,
at,
of course
wait, hang
not.
on. Hang
Why
on, I've
has
just
my
picked up an
UI
operator
suddenly
from
gone off?
somewhere.
Yeah. Like, that doesn't even, like, that's just ridiculous. 11-0. Again, we carry through this, but my mind just can't help but wander towards the prospect of split, because I'd say this is an overperformance of my estimation of Liquid, which I'm super excited about. NIP just aren't ready for this, and that's completely fine, but who knows split? Do we get the first map style? Do we get this Liquid? Like, how deep is this style of Liquid's map pool? Who knows? Or is NIP just not quite there on this map at the moment? Again, curious to consider a very different map across the board. I feel like someone like Existence has got such a good mentality that can apply to split. But for now, we wait.
This is the big thing, Lauren. Rhyme has been absolutely shut down in hookah this map. Every single time, and once again, Soulcast. 2 kills, completely unpunished. No damage going his way whatsoever. And usually this is, I'll be honest, it's one of the big win conditions for NIP is finding this value from Rhyme. Whether it be on the entry or on that lurk. JD will get Rhyme back on his feet. Cosmic Divide and Showstopper investigate from NIP. Rhyme will find Soulcast.
Ooh, Mummy apparently did it over in NA. So this, apparently we've got some other gamers up for the challenge. Yampy this time not going to convert, and maybe NIP do get just one.
Spike planted.
One is plenty. And Link now, the 1v4. Let me tell you a story. He was on Sage, and obviously most people wrote it off because you wouldn't say Sage is like the instigator, but, you know, why wouldn't he go for it? It started with this fight against Rhyme, but then just wait to see what he does here. Works
When he
a
gets
little bit
both of
further
those
forward.
headshots.
Well, that's for this. It's a different round. I was mistaken.
Yeah, I was just checking my notes there. Actually, it wasn't this one.
Switching sides.
But I mean, a mountain to climb. 11-1, the half score here, and I mean, honestly, at this point, if Liquid can maintain this pace on attack,
Here.
I'm worried. I'm very worried for NIP.
They're
Early
gonna
on,
come out mad confident. Dude.
yeah. Early on, Liquid gonna lean over towards B, and actually 3 members of NIP committed to this side. You can see a lot of Astra utility invested here, and we'll see what comes of that.
Let's go. Yampy gonna lead his way up. And we saw what he was like with that frenzy just on the start of this. He'll do the swing. Takes so much damage on the way through, but instantly Scream takes over. I love that willingness just to pile in. He's not gonna just bait it, he's just straight on the case. Chihuahua though, good shut down. Rhyme as well, finding Yampy. And now 2v4. Soulcast trying to work back through, but they've got to re-clear this. That's a good stunning shot.
Yeah, Rhyme down to about 50 HP here. Is Solcast considering flashing himself into the TP? I think he's moving that way to do just that. They got the time to do it. Link just needs to hold the line and not die here. Not going to matter too much now, actually. Solcast still making the moves over. But all three members of NIP committed to Hookah right now. And there you go. That's exactly what I was talking about. Comes through the TP with that flash. They have to retreat the spike here, but it'll be very difficult to dig NIP out of here. But, oh, Solcast had an opportunity, but JD will turn around and put a stop to that.
I've just seen a load of, like, feels bad man and Staj in the chat for cryptics. But, you know.
He
yeah,
must
they
be
had a fair run
protected
of
at all costs.
He is too precious. And now let's see how far NIP can take this, right? We talk about the unforced and forced errors discussion constantly, and just to kind of give you a brief breakdown is for NIP to make it through this without, as said, being forced to make an error or just simply make one yourself against someone like Liquid right now is going to be tricky. It is doable, it's just tricky. We'll really talk about the actual potential of the comeback at around 10, because they are on 11, so still, as it stands, Liquid just probably having a loose around here, just looking for a chance with the Sheriffs.
Yeah, actually a quick rotate. It's going to leave Rhyme solo over towards A, and actually going to get spotted out. Nobody else from NIP going to react from that, though. Still anticipating this B hit coming through from Liquid. The flash comes through. Kriya going to try and swing on it, and he will actually find one screen. Find a kill of his own, though. Kriya doubles down. Soulcast, the next target to deal with. The third, the fourth. Clean as you like, Kriya. We'll close that round out. NIP keep 3 alive here. I'll be honest, the biggest thing for NIP is building some economy momentum. It's still so delicate right now.
Oh, we got Shrimsy joining us. Look at this! Look at this! Everyone's going to hang out.
A PUBG world champion in our chat. Isn't that crazy?
Nice. It's kind of nice seeing some of the, no, Shrimsy doesn't get a Pepe. No, don't offer your Pepe to everyone, alright? It loses value. It's precious.
No way, Rhyme. Is that nade actually kill Yampi?
Wait.
Oh.
Nah. Wait, why are you stressing? Yampi's fine. Look at him, he's chilling.
I saw the
He does just
the gravity well was going to keep him in there.
What did you see?
The gravity well, the pool.
Ah. How has anyone said that on stream yet? Like full commitment?
I just did. Unintentionally. Thank you for
Nice.
highlighting it.
Yeah.
I hate you with that voiceover thing so badly. Like whoever that third caster is that comes in only to say that really freaks me out. Yampi trying to chase this down, trying to hit that clear off the back of the information from Sky, but Rhyme is trying to keep his head down, trying to stay away, and she's gonna get back up on the box. That's a problem. Yeah, Yampi's gonna be pre-firing that regardless. Just spent that shot from Kriya but couldn't convert, and Yampi is just a bulldozer right now. Just mad aggression. Catching the flank. 2 hours stops him. And almost had another.
Nearly gets that tap screen now. Oh, actually does turn for the flash. Chihuahua, the 5-head. Anticipating that flash coming through, but Liquid will close it out, put themselves on map point here. And IP looking at it. Yeah, look at this is what I'm talking about financially. He's not able to build that buffer. 3 rifles. We'll have to see what Kriya comes through. They only have the Cosmic Divide. Chihuahua 1 off the Hunter's Fury, but I mean, if you're a betting man, this has got to be Liquid's round to convert.
True. I mean, I want to say thank you to NIP and Liquid for, one, NIP saying, look, we'll take this loss because then you get a 3rd map. I really appreciate that, guys. Thank you very much. Taking us all away, and Liquid for obviously just belting our game, and Yampi doesn't know how to stop pressing W. It's just like, is it stuck on his keyboard as well as his mouse? Like, has he spilled a can of Monster on the desk? Like, what's happened?
His mouse was broken the other round. Now his W key seems to just be permanently activated.
Look, if it worked, incredible. Didn't, but you never know. Rhyme now waiting for that pixel out of place. Gets the leading off the gun barrel. to pull the trigger just right. And now you're gonna have Lynx in that smoke as well. Now look at this. Oh no!
Nearly.
Oh no! Almost had Chihuahua 2. Luckily Chihuahua is awake and alive and kicking in a 2v3. It's getting a little bit messy here, isn't it? Good luck observing this, Mel. As we all wait and see if Liquid can maybe stabilize the panicked I'll go to B Scream. Gonna pop the Empress as well. So they're investing into this as much as possible. Now Sova will be towards bathroom. Astra towards heaven. These post plants. Oof. Not loving it. But we take what we're given. Wall breaks. Chihuahua waits. Seekers.
Don't peek with that utility.
Oh,
He does
no.
indeed, and Scream punishes him.
Why?
Last player standing.
No! Oh my god!
Attackers
That's
win.
how it happens?